What's good, guys? It's Alissa. If you're new here, hello. As promised, I had put in my community tab that I wanted to do a 5 random opinions video inspired by 𝙘𝙤𝙪𝙘𝙧𝙀. I finally decided I wanted to do it on Pixar movies. I went ahead and pulled up this spinner that I found online and inserted all the Pixar movies into it. So I'm going to go ahead and spin that 5 times, and whatever it lands on, I'm going to give my opinion on that Pixar movie. But also, if you made it this far, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and give it a spin. Finding Dory. Okay. My opinion on Finding Dory. One, I really enjoy Finding Dory. That one was very much a surprise for me. I didn't have any expectations for that movie. I thought it was a cash grab. Granted, I feel like a lot of the sequels that they come out with are cash grabs, but Finding Dory had so much heart, and I really did enjoy seeing Dory's backstory. Idris Elba was a random voice actor in that movie that I really enjoyed. We didn't see too much of Nemo and Marlin, which was a crazy thing, and it was kind of like a flip journey of Marlin is now getting lost and Nemo is the one helping him find his way. I don't know if they have any upcoming pictures coming up for this Finding series, but the only next one that would make sense is a Finding Marlin. I would tune in if it's any good. I really didn't have high hopes for Frozen 2, but Frozen 2 actually ended up being way better than the first Frozen to me. So next one. Okay, Finding Nemo. Was not expecting that. I low-key want to do a 6th one because Finding Dory and Finding Nemo. One, Finding Nemo classic. Let's get real.
First you were all like, whoa, and then we were like, whoa, and then you were like, whoa.
The beginning of that movie where they say, wow. Wow. It's just an iconic intro, and then they completely start so dark. And that movie actually has a lot of dark moments, like when that shark like spits out that fish's skeleton when they meet them. I was like, ooh. And Finding Nemo is just one of those movies that just is such a feel-good movie. Like, Finding Nemo will make you feel good by the end of it. And one of my favorite parts is when they all start telling the story of Marlin going to find Nemo, and they just do that little montage part. Love that part. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way Sydney. Iconic. Craziest thing to me is people saying that they had a crush on Gil. Is that black fish's name? You guys are not seeing heaven. That is absolutely insanity. And everyone has that little cousin, little niece that completely acts like Darla. Next. Ooh, Ratatouille. I just recently watched Ratatouille. Oh my god, like, that movie is just going down and being cemented into history. Like, Ratatouille is so good. One thing that never fails to just make me absolutely laugh is that part where the food critic has that flashback after he tastes the ratatouille. That part just cracks me up so much. Like, anytime someone sends me that gif and it's like relevant to what we're talking about, like, you're gonna get a guaranteed laugh out of me. I walk into a kitchen and see it full of rats, I just might pass away. That would not be something that I would just be okay with. Granted, that was everybody's reaction, but yeah, no, I don't do rodents. I am absolutely deathly afraid of rodents. I literally, one of my biggest fears is just randomly seeing a possum, a raccoon, a rat, a mouse. I don't want to see any of that at all. But very inspiring story with the use of rats. Like, not mice, rats. Insanity. Next. WALL-E. Can I be honest and say I've lost count of how many movies? I kind of want to keep talking, but I'm going to keep this video short, and this is completely unscripted. WALL-E is a classic. WALL-E is so good. My thing with Pixar movies is my caliber on them is it going to make me cry? Is it going to make me feel something. I've been seeing a lot of Toy Story slander these days. I don't want to say too much about Toy Story just in case it gets picked next, but Toy Story is literally being cemented into history as well. From the first down to the fourth, they just do so well. It's like, what the heck are you guys going to talk about now? Now, granted, I got my worries with Toy Story 5, but like every single one was just able to pull at your heartstrings and just talk about a new topic and cover something just completely new that you were not thinking about and make you feel something. And I love that they brought back Bo Peep in the fourth. We're talking about WALL-E though. WALL-E, they don't say a lick of nothing in that movie. And you are so connected to WALL-E and Eva. You're just so connected to those characters. And even when they go onto that ship, that would be some crazy dystopian stuff if life actually ended up being that way. And I think that's my fear with people exploring space is like, life is just so dystopian even now. And it's like, oh, it can get very much more dystopian, and WALL-E is proof of that. But WALL-E is so good. I like how you kind of don't really understand what's going on the planet when they show WALL-E at first, and then Eve comes and it's like, what's happening? Like, it's just such a bigger story that just unfolds in such a great freaking way. Next one. This should be the last one. If I don't like the last one that's picked, I'm gonna pick another one. So let's see. Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is really good to me. I'm not really the biggest Monsters, Inc. fan. Dare I say, I'm really not the biggest Monsters, Inc. fan. I've rewatched, like, I was a big fan of it when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, it's not the strongest Pixar movie to me. There's definitely a lot of quotables and things that you just obviously remember. I really did enjoy Monsters University, but I would say, honestly, both of them, I enjoyed Monsters University and Monsters, Inc., but not really a huge Monsters, Inc. fan. Now, do I Mike Wazowski scream at every tiny inconvenience? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's just impact. That's influence. So Pixar definitely has that on lock for sure. Disney in general, but yeah. Sully was very annoying in that movie to me. I just really don't enjoy his character all too much in that movie. Mike Wazowski was kind of the comic relief. It's many quotables in that movie. Like, if I have to say because, I'm gonna say it like because of that one part of the movie. Great villain in that movie. Absolutely great villain in that movie. Plot twist, turn of events. I definitely didn't see it coming when I was a kid. Maybe if I would have watched it for the first time and I was older, maybe I could have seen it coming, but I'm gonna do one more. And it better be something good. Cars 2. You know what? I'm so glad. I am so glad that this got picked. I wanted to do a video about Cars 2 for the longest of time. I have wanted to talk about how Cars 2 is cinematic excellence. I didn't know if I wanted to make a video about it, a short, or what. Cars 2 gets so much freaking slander. I can't take it. Every time I see someone talk about Cars 2, I literally want to combust. Why do people not like Cars 2? It's such a fun movie. Like, people don't like Mater or something. Like, I don't know. I loved the spy twist on it, where Mater's like kind of a spy and he's trying to crack this mystery on what's going on. Lightning McQueen isn't really the main character because Lightning McQueen is an arrogant butthole who wants to follow Lightning McQueen all damn day. Now, granted, he did have some character development later on in the movies. I think I seen Cars 4. You know what? I saw Cars 4 in theater. Now that I'm thinking about it, I saw that in theater and it's so forgettable. I don't even remember. I was so mad that I went to see that in theater and spent my money on it. So can't really say too much about Cars 4. It gets a lot of praise. I see sometimes, but then Cars 2 gets ragged on. Kiss my black. I literally love Cars 2. Like, Mater is the character that no one really believes. He plays too much and he finally is in a position to be taken seriously because he has to crack this huge spy mystery. Underdog story. Like, come on, you guys. You guys don't like an underdog story? Come on. Also, I think I learned what wasabi was when I first saw that movie. I was like, what's wasabi? Because I was really young. That is where I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm so glad Cars 2 got picked. I finally get to say my piece. If you would like to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, mostly on Twitter. All that information along with any music I use in my videos is always in my description box down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you made it to the end, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell to stay up to date with posts and uploads from me. And let me know your opinions on any of the Pixar movies that I discussed or didn't discuss down in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Peace!